Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the channel. I thought I would talk more about Advanced Auto Parts today. They are closing down all their stores in California. I touched on this in the last video a little bit, but this is a article that came out in the Star Tribune, and it actually lists the amount of stores that are closing down in California, at least in Southern California. I've been trying to find a full list of all the stores that are closing down in all Advanced Auto Parts. If you remember, there's over 500 Advanced Auto Part branded stores that are corporately owned that are shutting down, and there's about 200 or so CarQuest branded stores, which are independently owned franchise stores. So we're just going to go through the article. I'll share some of my thoughts. Anyway, yeah, Advanced Auto Parts closing all California stores. The move will allow the company, which has experienced a drop in sales, to focus on its better performing stores. Now, this is via the OC Register, but the article originally ran in the San Diego Union Tribune. Advanced Auto Parts is rolling out of California. The auto supply company, with more than 150 stores in the state, is closing all California locations and hundreds of others across the western U.S. In all, it is closing more than 700 stores and distribution centers in California, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, and Arizona. A move that comes as the company aims to improve the productivity of all our assets and to create shareholder value, Shane O'Kelly, the company's president and chief executive, said in a news release. In last week's third quarter earnings call, O'Kelly said the company will focus on top performing stores and ditch stores that are struggling. We made the decision to close certain non-performing, non-strategic stores in the U.S. to better position our assets base for long-term sustainable growth, he said. Instead, Advanced Auto Parts will work to improve store concentration in our strongest markets. So yeah, as I already went over, that's a lot of stores to close out of, I believe, about 4,700, 4,800 stores that Advanced Auto Parts currently operates in the U.S. So that's roughly about 15% of their stores. Now, personally, I believe that exiting California is Southern California and California as a market is not a good plan, even if they're not necessarily making money on those stores. That's because California has such an important car culture. There's essentially a lot of like branding that I think Advanced Auto Parts should be doing within that region to make sure that they're kind of top of mind of like auto enthusiasts, auto companies. Now that they're exiting that market, uh, I believe that's a stupid idea. If you have a comments though about that, I'd love to hear them below the video. 94 shuttered stores in Southern California. Like other auto parts stores, this store sold items for do-it-yourself car repairs, with everything from batteries to fuel injector O-ring kits to air filters stacked on its shelves. Now, something I touched on a little bit before is, yeah, one of the issues these auto stores are having is these large online retailers, Rock Auto, CarParts.com, obviously Amazon. They've been cutting into the do-it-yourself car repair market. You know, there's more selection. It comes right to your door. It's more convenient in certain aspects. I think for though like batteries or core parts, things like alternators, starters, brake calipers, that's easier to go to an auto parts store, and there is a convenience to having parts available, being able to go back and forth to the store. So that's something a lot of do-it-yourself auto mechanics, people that are repairing their own cars, don't really think about. The company based in Raleigh, North Carolina, has 94 stores with more than two-thirds concentrated in San Diego, Orange, and Los Angeles counties. Now it lists all the stores that are going to close in every county. So Los Angeles County, 36 stores. San Diego County, 14 stores. Orange County, 14 stores. San Bernardino County, 13 stores. Riverside County, 10 stores. Ventura County, 4 stores. Imperial County, 3 stores. So there'll be a lot of jobs lost, unfortunately. So I feel bad for anyone that works for Advanced Auto full time, or you maybe work at a market hub within the Western US because they're closing in obviously all those states. While the company reported a narrow loss of $6 million in the third quarter, down from a loss of $62 million in the year ago period, it saw net sales from continuing operations drop by $100 million compared to the same period in 2023. Same-store sales decreased by 2.3%. The company, founded in 1932, has been in turnaround mode for the past year as it tries to reverse sliding sales and return to profitability. It recently sold Worldpac, an automotive parts wholesaler, for 1.5 billion as it reworks its business model. Now, Worldpac was a OEM wholesale provider, which means it was only B2B parts for commercial shops. So you wouldn't be able to use Worldpac, go into a Worldpac store and buy those parts. That was only for essentially auto shops. Now, my personal opinion is that Worldpac had better parts because those were OEM parts. So for like German and Japanese vehicles, Warpac honestly had better quality parts, but I guess that didn't really work within Advanced Auto Parts' current business model. And probably that 1.5 billion would be useful for putting into the existing stores or opening different market hubs and warehouses that they need to essentially compete with the markets that they're still in. At least this is my understanding, reading through the press release about this, as well as talking with different people in the auto parts and auto industry. The company did not say how many jobs would be lost in its latest announcement. Uh, Now, if you were to do the calculation, probably each store maybe has about 10 to 15 employees, part time, full time, maybe more, depending if it's larger, could be 20. So, yeah, at least that could be at least, I'd imagine, about 1,000 2,000 jobs that are being lost with Advanced Auto Parts leaving Southern California or California in general. Maybe more. Obviously, they're not releasing those numbers, which is a little frustrating, but they're trying to keep that on the down low. Even as it closes these stores, the company said it plans to open 60 stores by mid 2027. O'Kelly said it in the earnings call. Okay, yeah, I guess opening some other stores is good. The region is home to many alternatives, including Pep Boys, AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Napa Auto Parts. And like I said at the beginning of this video, all those brands are now going to be top of mind in car enthusiasts, auto enthusiasts within Southern California. So that's something important for those brands. And Advanced Auto Parts is completely exiting Southern California market, which again I think is very short-sighted of them. The almost 70 billion US auto parts manufacturing industry declined 1% in 2023 and has declined an average of 3% per year between 2018 and 2023, according to data from IBIS World, a market research company. It cited competition and imports as a prevailing reason. But the larger US auto aftermarket industry is poised to grow. Yeah, I mean, that's obvious. Like, people have to repair their cars somehow. So it reached 18.82 billion in 2023 and is estimated to surpass around 30 336.79 billion by 2023. President Research, a market research and statistics firm, wrote, "This growth is linked to demand for tires, batteries, and do-it-yourself repair automobile jobs." Yeah, so obviously the industry is still growing, as they said. The overall market is soft right now because of online people ordering parts online. Whether Advanced Auto Parts should be able to compete better, I think they should, because they do offer a lot of discounts when you order online, when you get things shipped to them. They do have services where you can actually order a part and have it delivered to you for a small fee from certain stores. They've been rolling that out recently. So just to me, I feel like with these retail storefronts that AutoZone, Advanced Auto Parts, Napa have, they could be competing better. They just need to kind of think of different ways to reach consumers and stay kind of at the top of people's minds from a branding perspective. And I have that experience working in marketing, that sometimes you spend money on marketing or advertising, not necessarily to reach new consumers, just to stay the top of mind for your current customers so they know you're still there, which sounds crazy, but you'd be surprised how much companies spend to do that. But yeah, if you guys have comments, thoughts about Advanced Auto Parts closing these stores, it seems like the auto parts industry is in a bit of a downward spiral right now. If you have thoughts about it, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like it. That helps grow. I'm just trying to get to at least 2,500 subscribers before the end of the year. We'll see if we can meet that goal. And hope you tune in next time.